Hello, everybody. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 22nd of February 2024. I'm having a morning. And the reason it's like that is I wake up this morning and I decided that there are so many things that I had to do. I have to go on the road, all of these kind of things. And so when I wake up, I decided to put myself together and I'm looking and looking, and I cannot find my eyelash. That's not something I am willing to accept for the day. And before you come at me, listen to me. This is a feminine moment. I don't need your input. I don't need you to analyze this. This is like a guy and his music. You don't question it. You don't try to find out why he loves his music, why you should not change the volume, why you should not skip it. You leave it be. You do not question a guy and his music. You don't interfere with it. That is what eyelash is for me. I don't know. There's a boogeyman out there that doesn't like me, that just want to tear down my spirit and try to put me in a bad place and a bad position where I'm just over the top and I am just not having today. I can't find my eyelash. I've been searching all over for it. I took them off, cleaned them, I left them and, where they're supposed to be. And, I got up this morning and they're simply not there. And I'm eyelashless. And, it's just not a happy moment. You understand me? And, speaking of understand, listen, I've said what needs to be said. I've said what I felt like saying in respectfully. And I just move on with my life. It is what it is. You understand me? Should I give up? Or should I just keep chasing pavements? Even if it leads nowhere? Or would it be a waste? Even if I knew my fate, should I even stay? Right? I'm not going to chase pavements. You understand me? That's one of my favorite songs by Adele. Anyways, I am just not going to go any further into an atmosphere that is uncomfortable, the overly emotional behavior, and people are allowed to be emotional. But when it's turned into an irritation easily because a woman is putting points forward or your argument is being rebut, and I'm just not having it. It's just not an atmosphere for me. And it's like the third time in a row, and I'm like, enough is enough. I don't need that. I don't communicate with any guy in my space or in my world, in the real world, that is who behave like that. You understand me? I have so many men around, and it's not like that. You understand me? We have conversation all day, every day. We speak on so many things, so many topics, but I don't remember them ever behaving like that. And it's just not for me. You understand? I'm too feminine, and it's just, maybe it's for women who are like pick-me's, who can adjust and adapt because there are women out there and I've listened to a lot of them. And it's like, they're comfortable with these overly aggressive type of behavior, dominating a platform and just saying just about anything, and they should never have anyone rebutting them. The most a woman should do is to agree with them. So when you meet someone like me who differ from your argument, it creates a sudden unease, and saying that, okay, you welcome this and you welcome that, and you actually don't. Because in the things that a lot of people say, that they welcome opinion, they welcome intelligence, at the end of the day, why are you irritated? You understand me? I'm not taking personal jobs at you. I'm not taking personal jobs at anybody because I don't know any of you. And I'm kind of not interested too. So I'm not sure why, you understand me, there's such an irritation, and it coming from men, and that these are the same persons who say that women are overly emotional. I'm just so over it. You understand me? I just don't need that in my life. And I'm about positive environment and positive space where a person happiness can flourish. I'm just about that, and that's what I'm focusing on, to the point where I'm just not going to speak on things that doesn't advance me, doesn't help me or build my inner man and make me feel at ease. You understand me? Things that brings discomfort, I simply move away from it because I just don't need that type of atmosphere. You understand? And I came out, I was the type of person that used to be on TikTok and frequently, and I used to participate in a lot of people live. Not a lot, I'm sorry, in two persons live. And one of them, the whole lot of expletives and this type of behavior and the type of group of people that it attracts, that wasn't for me. The second one, there were guys on it that didn't cater for a certain type of behavior in women. and they didn't cater for a certain type of men who were supporting it and stuff like that. And the females on it were very disrespectful to the guy. And because they were very disrespectful to the guy, I said, listen, that's not an environment that I want to be a part of, because people must be able to voice their concern or their opinion respectfully, and a person is allowed to rebut or disagree respectfully. You understand me? But when you're going out on a limb and you're calling people out of their name and all of these kind of things, and then the undertone doesn't sound welcoming, but you are, trying to put it forward that it is, I mean, it's just so much. And then I realized that this is what they were doing to this guy, and I'm like, okay, I don't think that that's an environment he should be in, and I don't think that's an environment I need to be in. So I sent him a message and I said, listen, there are so many platforms out there that are more positive, that are wholesome, that caters to other people than the great underclass of society. You can go there. You understand? And I said that to him. I gave him that encouragement. And, he went there. Moving over to YouTube, I'm not the type of person that go on people live. I'm not the type of person that participate in certain conversation or with just about anybody, because I know a vast majority of people in Jamaica and in Jamaica's space, whether they're on the landmass or not, they have a certain way of thinking. They have a certain demeanor about them. They have a certain way that, and it oftentimes is very questionable. And I know it, if you push it too much or if you engage with it too much, eventually it becomes very aggressive, it becomes mean, it becomes disrespectful. And because of such, then I communicate less. I don't go on people live. The first one I've ever been on, I think, was Rapper Crapper. Big up to Rapper Crapper. And then I went on to, I think it was between Rick and Emotep, Rick Streamer or Emotep. But, at the end of the day, like when I'm seeing this constant thing, and what a lot of men tend to do, they tend to see women as the go-to person that they can pick on, because you will find a whole group of guys, making fun of what you are saying or your delivery, or they find it humorous, then not making fun, but they find it humorous or questionable about the things that you're saying and the delivery, and they don't have an issue with it. But the very moment a woman come and she differs in it, then she's attacked. You understand? And I've seen that. And I'm like, 3 times in a row is more than likely the time passage. You understand? And because of such, I'm a person who respect myself, and I'm a person who respect people platform. I put myself in a position where I can be respected. So if I go on your platform and I see that this is the type of behavior from the men who are on the platform, then I just don't need to be there. And one thing I will never do, I will never go into a man's house or man's place of dwelling and dictate anything or determine how he should conduct or what he should do. If it's not for me, I simply move away from it. You understand? If he solicits advice or information wherein he can move his platform or move his image or character or reputation from point A to point B, I will advise him if he solicited it. But if he didn't, I'm not going to go into any man's place and decide that, okay, I'm going to take it over. It's going to be about me, or I'm going to determine how he should run his program. You understand? That's not me. That's not what I represent. And like I said, if it doesn't suit me or it doesn't cater for my wellness, you understand me? I don't need to be there. It's simple as that. You understand me? I don't speak ill of people like that, and I don't go out disrespecting people because I don't want to be disrespected. The reason I promote respect so much on my channel and on my platform is I know the things I can say that can hit below the belt and I have you gripping. You understand? But because I know that, that's the reason I speak that, hey, move with caution. Move with caution, because if it goes left, I can take the blows. Can you take them from me? A lot of people can't. And because of such, this is the reason I always say we respect ourselves and we learn to respect others. You understand? And when I say like I said, when it's 3 times in a row, I'm just thinking that enough is enough. Time passage has come. It's time to move on. You understand? Speaking of moving on, I'm seeing the situation where Bree has finally come out and speaking about the whole situation with Silk Boss and with his baby mother, and that the people are saying that she is encouraging him to not take care of his child. People are saying that she's the one, she's this, and calling her gal and disrespecting her and all these kind of things. And I realize that there are way too many people out there who are of a familiar spirit. They believe that they can say just about anything about people on the internet and believe that they should get away with it. And I always say social media is a social experiment. There's something to come. There's going to be a time when not just about anybody can post on the internet or make a comment. There's going to be a time where not just anybody from any region, you understand, can simply just get up and go on the internet and post. That time is going to come. You understand? And all of this that's taking place, the depression that social media sunk a lot of people into, a lot of people end up taking their lives and all these kind of things. Eventually, a lot of people are going to be barred from commenting on the internet. You can watch like anybody else, but you will be barred. You understand? And it's not just about blocking an account. It's not just about removing your account or removing your comment or reporting it. In its entirety, an ID of an individual will be blocked permanently. And it has to, because cyberbullying is extremely dangerous, and it's for the fit and fair mind, to the point where you can see and take these things and understand that this is just how people are. The human mind can only fathom so much. You understand? And when you're constantly going out, you're leading people into a state wherein they have to develop coping mechanism. They have to find a way to deal with this. And what we have seen is that a lot of persons have become alcoholic. A lot of persons have become gambler. A lot of persons have become sex addict. A lot of persons have resort to a lot of things that are ill in order to cope. You understand? Because a lot of persons find it convenient to come on the internet and say just about anything. I might add, the great underclass of society will never be the ruling class. And I say that with no apology, with no stones in my mouth. The day you find that happening is the day when any country becomes a failed state. Because a lot of things that these people cater to are garbage. You understand? They aren't concerned with growth. They say it, but they aren't. And everybody says something. Everybody is free to say what they want to say. And it sounds good. It makes for a good argument. It makes for a good story. You want to be a forever victim. You want someone to understand that you have a plight all day, every day. Even when you don't. Even when you can get up off your ass and make things happen. Even when you have the resource in front of you. You're putting yourself in the position of poor and destitute. You understand? And you run with that because you want to be a forever victim, because it makes for a good story for you. And this is a problem a lot of people are having in the society. Or a lot of persons are looking into and realizing that there are people who are simply problematic. There are people who are not about solution. There are people who are not about advancement. They say that they are, and no amount of education can derail that. You understand me? It's not going to make your way seem different to an individual when your actions is saying something else. And that's what I realize. A lot of persons are not about advancement. They're simply not. They are about holding on to things that simply just an excuse for bad behavior. You understand? And that's what it is. And I spoke about me being proud of my background and who I am, that I'm from an open-minded state and open-minded community wherein people were free to there was a certain amount of liberty, not free. There was a certain amount of liberty in what they do, in what they say, in where they go, in the people who they meet. People from other backgrounds simply did not have that liberty. If you don't have that liberty, you and I cannot see eye to eye, and most likely never will. Because you would have to be in that from birth, you understand, to understand where others are coming from. Or you move to a different landmass where there is a wide variety or a melting pot of people. And because of such, you have no choice than to live within that society and accept the reality that's in front of you. That there are people who are different. There are people who are that. And what I realize is that so many persons who are showing their disdain for policies and government policies really do not live in Jamaica. They don't care for Jamaica. They don't contribute to the development, to the advancement of the state. They just enjoy sitting from afar and complaining about everything when they refuse to stand on the battlefield and fight. You understand? A lot of them should give thanks that the immigration officers decided to give you a visa so you can go out there and make yourself a man or a woman or better your life from the defunct society that you are from. And, you know, it helps you. So you sit in a position where you can criticize just about anything. But are you adding to it? Are you contributing to nation building in Jamaica? A lot of you aren't. A lot of things sounds good, you know. It sounds good. That's what I say, because it makes for a good story to cry forever, to complain forever. When you don't contribute to nation building, you don't contribute to productivity in Jamaica. You stay from far and you throw stones and harpoons. And the people on the island are the ones, are the working class, or the persons who contribute to society and to development, are the ones who are fighting tooth and nail to keep their business going, to keep things going for them to protect themselves, and the other while you sit down from afar and constantly make excuse for criminals, make excuses for bad behavior, make excuse for just about anything that's on the island that seems very disturbing. You understand? You make excuses for it all day, every day because it sounds good. You understand? Nobody is contributing towards that. There are so many people out there who would love an opportunity to advance themselves. Are you guys aiding? Are you guys helping? Are you guys coming to Jamaica? Are you guys offering any form of assistance? No, you are not. It sounds good to sit somewhere and complain and criticize about your fellow countryman and the fellow country you're from all day, every day, and the policies that are on the island. But are you contributing towards making a change, towards making a difference? I don't see where most of you are. I simply don't. It sounds good to complain about things. It sounds good because being a forever victim gives you a passage, a free reign, wherein you believe you can do just about anything and play the victim card and get away with it. And that it's just a sad state. You understand me? That's why I say the great underclass will never be the ruling class. The moment they decide to be, because what they're going to do? They're going to permit just about anything because they were living that life and they had to make an excuse for it. So they're going to see just the same when they become the ruling class, and hence it becomes what? A failed state, because investors are going to pull out. They're going to say that we can't work with these type of people. They aren't advanced and they don't cater for it. They promote and make excuses for so many things. They glamorize all sorts of nastiness, and that's for them. So we don't want to be a part of that. You understand? And so with that being said, it's just a sad case. Back to Bree. I see wherein people are coming at her and people are saying these things, and she's put in a position where she had to defend herself and come out and speak. Where did you guys get the information from that she's the one that's encouraging Silk to perhaps not take care of his child, as you guys have said? Where is it? Where's the proof that she's encouraging him? He's a full-grown adult. He is a full-grown adult. And there are right procedures and there are wrong ways of doing things. And I don't know, maybe he's moving in a questionable way. I'm not in their life. The baby mother has come out and spoke about something, you understand? And with her saying it, everybody's just running with her argument. And that's it. But at the end of the day, if you have a child, it's your duty to take care of your child. It's your responsibility. You go and get a DNA test if you don't think the child is yours. And people are saying that by face recognition, it's Silk's child. Listen, I'm sure you look like someone else on the road. Does that mean you have the same mother and father? I guess not. You understand? People look alike all over. It doesn't mean that they are of the same parents. I don't know what's wrong with Jamaican people. I mean, yeah, I believe that he's the father. He went there. I believe that he might not be the father also. You understand me? Anything is possible. That's why a DNA test comes into play. And that's what he should get done and just keep it moving. You understand me? But at the end of the day, people are going to say what they want to say. People are going to focus on other people's life and what's taking place in their personal bedroom rather than what's going on in their life. They're going to make certain things the head discussion in their circle when a lot of them don't even know their own father. A lot of them didn't have a father who take care of them, but they find it very strange to sit and accuse someone based on what you hear from one party and just decide to run with it. You understand me? I'm not in the position to ostracize any man when it comes to that situation unless I'm aware or I'm privy to find details wherein it's proven that he wishes not to take care of his child, as was the case with Ioctane and his baby mothers with DJ Amber and the other female. You understand me? That's a totally different scenario. You understand? And so I'm just over it. I don't get why people would feel the need to sit down and just quick jump to conclusion. It's like you want to hate the person so bad you can't wait for a moment so you can, you can't wait for a moment so you can run with it. You can run with it and make it a hot topic and you just smear. Let the smear campaign start. You understand? Let the smear campaign start. That's Jamaican people for you. That's the black community for you. They have no form of conscience and they care zero. They just going in on people and they're very disrespectful, very foul at the mouth. They say anything about anyone. They post it. They're glad, they're proud, they're happy. They discuss it in their hairdressing salon. They discuss it all about in their workplace. And, they just tear down people just like that. Just like that with knowledge of nothing. With the knowledge of nothing. That's them for you. And, that's why sometimes it's good when you don't have any friends. Sometimes it's very good. Because who they pose out there as friends, you really don't need that. You really don't need that because you're only coming together for the common bad rather than the common good. And that's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day. May God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.